Hi. State Farm, the United States' largest auto insurance company, has a big decision in front of them. They're in quite a predicament, and the decision is that lies before them is whether or not to use big data to improve insurance rates. Now, this can have massive impacts on the company because they hold such a big market share. So they are always sure not to make any quick decisions that they know will not benefit the company overall. State Farm wants to be sure not to offend any of their current customers or possible customers in the future with any of these decisions. State Farm was started back in 1922 by George Michel with the overarching vision of always operating fairly and doing the right thing for its customers. So every decision State Farm makes is backed by this. This is the base of what we always come back to make sure that the decision is the right one for the company, but more importantly, the right one for the customers as well. How insurance companies currently determine rates is not very reliable. It's based off of age, sex, marital status, things that do not accurately portray someone's driving capabilities. And so that is why State Farm wants to change and use big data in order to best serve its customers. Now, big data can sometimes be scary to those that do not understand it and have never had access or exposure to it. Anytime big data is proposed, there is always many people who oppose it due to privacy fears. And so State Farm wants to be sure to not offend any of their customers and to make sure that everyone has a good feeling about their next step regarding how to best serve their customers. The Drive Safe and Save program is a volunteer program for the customers that State Farm has put together and possibly will implement. And it is where the customers can voluntarily put into the big data and as a result have massive savings. It takes the big data and makes it useful. It makes it so good drivers will be rewarded with up to 50% discounts on their good driving. The Drive Safe and Save program is unlike any other where bad drivers are not necessarily penalized. They just pay the normal rate, where it also gives an incentive for bad drivers to become good drivers, as well as encourages good drivers to continue to be good drivers because of the discount incentives up to 50%. Now, there's talk of other alternatives, and I do not believe, after doing my own research, that there is any other alternatives that would accurately and effectively convey to the customers what the Drive Safe and Save program would do, as well as offer the same benefits in the same way. Drive Safe and Save program uses data, and big data does not lie. It shows the correlations and it makes it very objective for companies to give good incentives. That way, individuals don't take anything personally, but they can look at how they want to improve in order to hit those discounts. So I think that, in my professional opinion, after all of my research, I would most definitely advise State Farm to choose a program that sticks to what the founder, George, wanted for the company to fairly give, to fairly and professionally serve his customers better than any of the other competitors, which is why State Farm is leading in the nation for years and years. And I think the best way for that to come about is through using big data. And one of the big areas that State Farm can excel through using big data is how they incorporate big data and how they approach the customers about it, rather than it being an invasion of privacy of people willingly giving their big data, as well as individuals understanding why they want to give their data and be a part of the Drive Safe and Save program, because it's not only best for for themselves, but it's also best for the company. And it says, since it's best for the company, it will help individuals save a lot of money on their individual insurance. So I think it's great. Individuals can choose whether they want to save money, and if they value saving money over the little bit of privacy that they would have to give up in order to do that.